So in this video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the federal civil rights lawsuit that has resulted from Windber Police Department's actions. Um, at this point, I've sued them for the first four issues, and largely I'm just asking for an injunction telling the police department, hey, you can't be arresting people just for going door to door and seeking to talk about political speech. That's really the heart of it. Additionally, you cannot require a permit to engage in political speech. You cannot have to have prior permission, the court will call it sometimes. So for the three middle videotapes, the three middle instances, I'm only asking for that and a token $1 that's just really a representative damage. Nonetheless, the Windberg Town Council has decided to hire a lawyer at your taxpayer money, pay him almost $200 an hour in order to fight this tooth and nail. That's their decision. I think it's very poor. And this, unfortunately, is likely to lead to further trouble because I, with it being election time, would like to speak to people about this. And I don't have hundreds of dollars to speak. So I would, once again, like to go door to door. So you see how these things unfortunately occur. For the first incident, um, and this was one where I made one statement to an officer named Schrader. There is no videotape, but ultimately he issued me a summons for this. Okay. But he did not give it to me the day that I interacted with him. Hence, they issued it to an old address in Pennsylvania that I no longer lived at, and I didn't get it for 3 years. I found out. Then I had to drive to Windber in 2022 in the middle of winter to fight that charge. So it's a 7.5 hour drive each way. I'm staying overnight on my property, but I can't use the house. I have to stay in a roll trailer because there's somebody living there, or at least somebody renting it. They may not have been living in it, but they, possess the house. So I'm staying in the roll trailer, and yeah, it's a whole day trip, 7.5 each way. It's a lot of work too. Even for a disorderly conduct, you're having to look up a lot of laws. It's a real pain, and there's a lot of worry that you're going to be convicted. So for that, I'm asking for 5,000. If I get it, great. If I don't, I'll at least have done the right thing. But in terms of the federal lawsuit, it's largely these injunctions. So there's a preliminary injunction, is what they call a temporary restraining order. I'm learning about these, and we'll see what happens. In terms of the criminal issues, um, they have charged me with disorderly conduct. You see the affidavit of probable cause, and you know, we're fighting it. You would think that in addition to not meeting the definition of disorderly conduct or any other crime, um, that you also you have the constitutional argument as well. So I might talk a little more about these things in another video, but at least for now, I wanted to attach the federal civil rights lawsuit so that you can get an idea of what's going on. I'll try to post an update if something major happens. Thank you.